Spurs 0, Manchester City 2, but around which the story is, of course, much, much bigger than that. It was at times a weird night, Gary, but it's very nearly a decisive night.
Very decisive. We knew, obviously, if City came here and won, that the likelihood is now that they will finish the job off on Sunday and beat West Ham. But, yeah, it wasn't without its complications. The game was strange in the first half completely. I mean, City were, for them, awful. In possession, every single one of them. It was almost as if they needed sort of a wake-up call. And so at half-time, we both said at half-time that we thought that would come and that they would come out in the second half very quick and do something, and they did, and they got a goal in front. But even then, they didn't kill the game off. They weren't at their very best, and they've had the difficulties here at this stadium, and Tottenham, they had some interesting moments.
How do you interpret Tottenham's performance, Jamie? Nobody can say they didn't play a proper game of football here.
They give Man City more problems than I've probably seen anybody give them for a long time in terms of the chances they created. And the fact we gave Ortega man of the match, Ortega has basically, just on tonight alone, has won them the Premier League title. There's obviously a lot's gone into that over the season. But when you look at this game, this wasn't about the goal from Haaland or the assist from De Bruyne. If he doesn't make those saves at 1-0, Arsenal will win the league. That's how close it is. And when I think of me a few years ago as a Liverpool fan watching Vincent Kompany put that shot in against Leicester, that is that moment now for Arsenal fans. That Son chance is that moment that the Arsenal fans will remember in 5, 10, 15 years' time. And even if they win a Premier League title in the next sort of 5 or 6 years, and they've got a great chance of doing that, they're a great team and a great manager, that chance will still haunt them.
It was a time stood still moment. You literally just went, oh, and he came on in challenging circumstances. Ederson obviously with the concussion. It was an unbelievable moment, that one where Son went through. It really was. And
how would an Arsenal fan have viewed that? How would you see that game through Arsenal eyes?
I'd hope Arsenal fans, I think they could be a little bit annoyed about the chance maybe during the game, and that's just rivalry, and we see that time and time again. But I don't think they could ever be annoyed by the effort of the Tottenham team and the ability of the Tottenham team. I mean, you've already said it. That was a fantastic performance. They kept the ball off City for large parts of that first half. City couldn't get the ball. Now, teams don't do that. Now, they lacked a bit of punch up front, but they had that punch in the second half. They created 3 or 4 really good moments. And look, that in another day would have been a performance. I would say if Tottenham had got a draw out of that game tonight, no one could have said that, no one could have denied them. Arsenal cannot have any complaints whatsoever. Mikel Arteta will not have any complaints about how Ange Postecoglou, who's doing that interview there now, and his men have approached this game tonight and gone about their business. They played really well.
I actually think it'll make it worse for an Arsenal fan, because at least if City had won this 2 or 3-0 and Tottenham hadn't had a goal and City dominated with 2-0 up after half an hour, you could take your frustration out on Tottenham. You can't take your frustration out on Tottenham because they had the chances. They should have got something from the game. So, as an Arsenal fan, it's that extra punch to the ribs, isn't it, when you actually look at this game? And I'm seeing this Son chance again. I mean, I can't believe that. I mean, that is the title there. That moment there right now. The title's gone from Arsenal to Manchester City.